to the motherland. One by one we're gonna stand with the pride, one that can't be denied. Stand up, stand up, stand up. From the highest mountain and valley low, we'll join together with hearts of gold. Now the children of the world can see there's a better way for us to be. The place where mankind was born is so neglected and torn apart. Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. Don't you know? I'm your brother. I'm your brother. Don't you know? We'll be living in a world of peace, in the day when everyone is free. We'll bring the young and the old. Won't you let your love flow from your heart? Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Stand up, stand up. Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. Don't you know? I'm your brother. I'm your brother. Don't you know? Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Are you ready? Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. Here's to feeling good all the time, love in your heart and peace of mind. Here's to the good life and family, living every day in harmony. Believe me when I say that it's true. That's what love can do. Oh, yes. That's what love can do, yes. You make it all right. That's what love can do. Keep you feeling young when you're getting old. Make you warm when you're feeling cold. Build you up even though you're down. And touch your heart and make you smile. Believe me when I say that it's true. That's what love can do. Love can do, yeah. That's what There's a place in our heart, oh, that yearns every day. For love to be in our life. That's what love can do. Yeah. That's what love can do for you, baby. That's what love. That's what love can do. It helps you realize your hopes and dreams, so you can claim your destiny. It can make you stronger. It's good for your soul. Fix the broken heart and make it whole. Believe me when I say that it's true. That's what love can do. Love can do. Oh, that's what love can do. Love can do. It can build you up when you're feeling down. Touch your heart, make you smile. You make it feel so good, so good. Yeah. But believe me when I say it's true. That's what love can do. Love, that's what love can do. Love can do. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. That's that's what love will do. That's what our guest says anyway. Our guest is Mr. Chris. I should say Chris, not Christopher. It might not be it. Chris Isaac. Chris Jasper is the gentleman our guest on the line today. That's what love can do by Chris Jasper. And you also heard Billy Jones Blues Band, chiseled in stone. Also talking about that same thing. You heard Lloyd Price, The Smoke, and you heard the Jasper Isley, Jasper and Caravan of Love, all here on Classic. You heard Queen Emily as well, all here on Classic Blues and R&B. All right, Chris, we back to you. Talk to me, man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's good to when you play Caravan. Yeah, it brought back a lot of memories, man. Oh, yeah. I love that song. Yeah,
it's a great song. I have no question about it. You know, it's a very good song. I mean, it was you guys were doing, laying it down, and you did the writing on that, right?
Yeah, I wrote it and sang it and played just about everything on there. Ernie played guitar on there, and that was it, man. That was a great session for us, and it was an important record, in a lot of ways. For the three of us young guys, number one.
Yeah.
It was the number one record and kind of established the group, and then the message in the song, was just such a good positive message, that went worldwide,
Yeah.
An English group, the House Martins, covered it, and it became a European hit too. So that message went all over the world, and that, as a songwriter, that was very pleasing to me because, those are the kind of messages I like to get out there, like show somebody love, look at what's best in people, and bring out the best in yourself,
Right.
And that's what I'm all about, anyway.
Hey, Guardy, what made you decide to go to law school?
Oh,
it seems like you're educated all the way. I mean, that's just, a lot of folks think that's not true. A lot of guys do understand what needs to be done, right? So they make sure that everything is covered for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I've been in the business a long time, and I had some experiences, and that I didn't really appreciate, and wish I'd gone another way.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wanted to go to law school to learn about, contracts and copyright, what the law had to say about those two things in particular. And it's very helpful, even for me having my own record label to understand the law and how, the law applies to music. And, that's why I went back, and like I'm a person that never stops learning. I just feel that, the more the better off you'll be. The more things you can avoid, the bad things you can avoid, and you can give yourself an advantage in a lot of ways. And, that's what really levels the playing field for you out here is, knowing, the rules, the rules of the game.
Oh, that's true.
Sometimes I equate it to sports,
Yeah.
You go out on the football field, you play with a great team, you don't know the rules, you're going to get run over, And the same thing with life,
Right, I agree with you.
You've got to know the rules. You've got to know what you can do, what you can't do, what to avoid, not what to avoid, and how to negotiate and all those things. So I learned a lot by going to law school.
That's great. I see in 2015 you got received the German Record Critics Lifetime Achievement Award. Great honor.
Yes.
Great honor, right?
Yeah. That was great because that was all the music that came through Germany, by the way. That wasn't just like R&B, it was, classical, everything. All the music that came through Germany, they chose, I did the album called The One. And it was that album that I got the award. That's what, they based the award on. And I was just, it was just a great honor to, because I think the previous year it was a classical album that won that award, So, that was a big one for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There was something else I was going to ask you. I see you also got the National R&B Society Lifetime Achievement Award as well.
Yeah. That was another big one, because, all the R&B acts that come through and, there's some great talent, that I grew up with, and even after that, and to receive that award, it was I feel really good, because it feels it lets me know that people are hearing the music, and it's meaningful in a way, and I guess that's all a songwriter can ask for.
Right. Exactly. Excuse me. Exactly right. That's exactly what's you appreciate that somebody else recognized that what you've done,
That all those things, even the Grammys, that was in 2014, I believe it was, and that's another one, where it's a lot of music out there and a lot of competition, and it's just great that over the years, people, they appreciate it. Like now I go on Facebook and people tell me, they're able to tell me directly, what they feel about my music. And, that, we weren't able to do that before, before the internet.
Right.
And so, that's really good for me because that's encouraging to hear the comments, that people have. And, that's what it's all about, communicating with the audience. And when you can do that well, I think, that's success,
Yeah, I see your song you did, Addictive. I've not heard it. I'm not familiar with it. Is it one of the for the young group, or what is it? What kind of music is that?
He did that when he was 16, Okay. He was in high school, and he just started, writing songs. He just started writing, and he has his own style. It's a little bit of EDM, and it's a little bit of R&B. It's kind of a mixture of things. And he did that when he was 16, and he's working on another project right now. And I can see his growth. He's growing, and his understanding about music is growing, and that's great to see.
Yeah. How many instruments do you play, Chris?
I play, piano, of course. Keyboards is my main instrument, but I play guitar, bass, and drums. So I'm able to go in there and lay down my tracks Because I used to do that with the Isley Brothers. A lot of people don't know that I played guitar on some stuff with the Isley Brothers. I played bass on some of the songs, and I always played the keyboards. So, a lot of what people heard, was Chris Jasper. They just they just didn't know how much.
Yeah. Well, I know reading up on your biography and seeing some stuff about you, I do see there's quite a bit that you were part of the Isleys that made it really kick.
When I did string parts, I did the string arrangements. I wrote out the charts and directed the session. With the string players and all. I did an awful lot with that music. That's why I can do it today. I can make my own music, and it has the same sound basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's because of I was very, very involved in the recording of that stuff.
That's a good thing. And let me ask you this, Chris. Now, a lot of folks don't realize what they call session guys. They got a lot of great music. I was talking to an artist once, and I said to Jackson, what's some great guys? There was some great music. He said, you need to talk about the guys in the studio. That the music that they did, that they really did a lot of, because you had a lot of great artists, that, hey, studio work was regular, so that's what they stuck with, Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on studio guys?
It's diminished quite a bit, because of technology,
right.
But yeah, I remember when we used to do a whole session with everybody playing at the same time,
Right.
And this was back when the Midnight Movers used to play with the group, Charles Pitts and George Moreland and those guys. We were all in the studio together. This guy they called Paco, George Patterson, he did the horn arrangements, and arranged the songs. And those guys are really, 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 really great musicians, and even Motown, they had the ensemble that always played on just about everything. James Jameson in there playing bass, which was like, I think he was one of the, probably of all the bass players at that time, he was doing something really, really special. He had his own fan club, Jameson.
Yeah.
And so a lot of great musicians back then. But now, you don't see many people playing, instruments, like that. You don't see the combination of instruments that much. You see basically, drum machines and, keyboards here and there. But, you don't see that ensemble anymore. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of people aren't playing music, and I wish they would, because it would make for more diversity in ideas. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I always go back to the fact that when you look at the great music that we have, most of it came from musicians.
Yep.
You look at Marvin Gaye, musician.
Yep.
Aretha Franklin, musician. Both of them were great singers, but they were musicians.
Right.
Ray Charles, musician.
Yeah.
I can go on and on and on. B.B. King, musician.
That's true.
What I mean? Sly, musician. And Earth, Wind and Fire, musicians.
Right.
The younger guys, the younger part of the Isley Brothers, musicians. I mean, Motown, musicians. I mean, and that's where we had that great variety of styles.
Right.
Because Donny Hathaway, musician.
Yep.
Also great vocalist, but hey, he was a musician. He knew where he wanted to take his music. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
And he took it to a different place than other people were going. And that's why when the song came on or something came out, you say, "Hey, man, that's Donny Hathaway. Oh, that's Ray Charles." They had their own identity. And that comes from musical experience, being immersed in music and having a musical direction. And like I said, the majority of it came from musicianship, and I grew up in that. I grew up right in the middle of that. and it was so rich, you know.
Yeah,
I studied with the great jazz pianist Billy Taylor. I got that opportunity.
1 minute to time, yeah.
And incredible musician, you know. The guy was he was dazzling, you know, when he would play.
Yeah.
And I just wish that would come back, you know, some of that, you know, because it just enriches everybody when you have that variety, you know. And I think that's what's missing today.
Right, I agree with you. I wish these kids would learn how to mess up and learn how to figure it out. You're absolutely right, man. It's a great thing. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the top of the hour. We'll come back and we'll let you run after if you want to get out of here in the next hour. But we're going to go to the top of the hour, do the news, and we'll be back with you again, Chris, okay? All right. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B. Our guest on the line is Mr. Chris Jasper. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
The talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation. 1690 WVON, Irwin, Chicago.
Special report, Tropical Storm Florence. Record rains have led to walls of water causing at least 13 deaths in the Carolinas due to Florence. Correspondent Clayton Neville says about 1 million customers are without power.
Power crews from across the country, widespread across both states. This lineman with Lakeland Electric in Florida says when there's enough light and a break in torrential rains, crews can work.
We've got material now, we've got them loaded, and we're just waiting down till the morning to be able to go out and see the jobs firsthand and see what we need to do.
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster says everyone is pitching in.
We've had help from 9 different states, as well as President Trump's involvement of his administration has been as heavy as it's ever been in South Carolina. And we have a great team here in South Carolina.
Record flooding expected on North Carolina's Cape Fear River, cresting at a predicted 62 feet in Fayetteville on Tuesday. I'm Barbara Cusack. A thorough investigation will be carried out as NTSB Chairman Robert Sumwalt says they want to get to the bottom of what led to a series of gas explosions in 3 towns north of Boston this week, taking 1 life and leveling homes. Sumwalt says the company reported a pressure increase.
In Columbus, Ohio, there's a control room where the pipeline controller is for this pipeline, and there was a pressure increase noted at his console. Certainly, we will interview that pipeline controller.
The Wall Street Journal reports President Trump will go ahead with plans to announce new tariffs on about $200 billion of Chinese imports. Pope Francis on Saturday expelled a Chilean priest under investigation in a case involving the sexual abuse of children. The action comes amid a growing global abuse scandal that has shaken the Roman Catholic Church. I'm Barbara Cusack.
Are you behind on your federal student loan payments? You may qualify to have your entire student loan forgiven with one free call. That's right, if you're a teacher, police officer, firefighter, or work for a nonprofit, federal programs are still available to have your entire student loan forgiven. Student Loan Options wants to give you free information on all the programs that can help. Call now, 800-374-0311, 800-374-0311, 800-374-0311.
If you have hard water, the lime scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate lime scale and other water issues like brown staining, bad odors, and lead with HydroCare water products available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to goodclearwater.com. That's goodclearwater.com.
All this week, the WVON news team will feature prominent African Americans making big gains in statewide races. Listen at 12:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. through September 21st as we introduce to you the candidates who are vying for a chance to make a big difference. This is why you need WVON now more than ever.
Hi, I'm attorney Ernesto Borges. I'd like to invite you to join me for the Borges Report for lively discussions about legal matters, politics, government, entertainment, and the topics that concern you in your life. Start your Sunday the Borges way with the Borges Report.
The Borges Report with Ernesto Borges, Sunday mornings at 9 on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
This is Mark Wallace, host of The People Show. 10 by 10 to win and the Citizens to Abolish Red Light Cameras will be meeting this Friday at 7 p.m. at the Lagos Baptist Assembly. Join the movement as we build the most powerful voting bloc of 1 million voters to take control of political power in Chicago, Cook County, and Illinois. Join the movement and become 1 in a million at the Lagos Baptist Assembly Friday at 7 p.m., 10833 South Halsted.
Thankful for the radio station, not afraid to put the truth in rotation.
This is Pam Morris Walton, your gospel sister. Join me each and every Sunday at 11 a.m. for Gospel with Pam Morris Walton.
I need just a little more Jesus. I need just a little more Jesus.
Be inspired, be blessed on 1690 a.m. WVON.
I need just a little more Jesus.
That's God's favorite radio station. See you there.
To help me along the way.
Hi, I'm James H. Owens. My wife Caroline and I, we're the proprietors of Divine Healing Herbs. We're located at 1621 West 187th Street, right here in Chicago, Illinois. You can call us at 773-233-4372. Join us every Sunday morning at 6 a.m. as we discuss the latest trends in your health and nutritional needs. We'll take your calls on herbs, natural healing, and detoxifying. It's the Divine Healing Herbs Hour. Every Sunday at 6 a.m. on the Talk of Chicago. 1690 a.m. WVON.
Hi, I'm Sir Henry Cheatham, inviting you to join us every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. for some great American music and fun right here on Classic Blues and R&B. We serve our beer cold, our iced tea sweet, our chicken wings are fried, and we have some great barbecue too, along with our homemade brew. All of it waiting just for you here at the Classic Blues Juke Joint. Join us Saturday nights from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. here on the Talk of Chicago and the Voice of the Nation, 1690 a.m. WVON.
The second annual WVON Family Care Expo is Saturday, October 6th at Malcolm X College. It's a day-long resource fair that takes care of the family business. Visit WVON.com for more details.
Live from the Xfinity Studios at WVON. You're listening to Night Blues with Sir Henry Cheatham on 1690, The Talk of Chicago.
Another hour of soul power.
Another great hour of soul power here on WVON 1690 AM. The one and only Sir Henry Cheatham coming to you live here from these studios on the south side here. Studio WVON. Great call letters. History. You know, they got some legacy back there. You know, it's some stuff that been around a while. We're streaming live at WVON.com. on iHeartRadio, and we up and running on YouTube. Check us out, folks, wherever you are and wherever you can find us, because we out here somewhere. And we're looking good if you see me visually. Just good. I'm just good to look at. You play with me too, ladies. You can play with me if you let me play with you. Anyway, WVON wants you to get social by going to facebook.com/WVON1690. Follow us on Twitter at WVON1690 and on Instagram at WVON1690. You can always text WVON to 88474, and you'll be right in the midst of everything that we got going around here. Our chat daddy Sim, join him on Thursday. Wait a minute, this is the wrong one. No, I don't have the right one. They look at the date before. Anyway, our chat dad is here on Monday from 69, so check him out. I don't know who the hell his guest will be, but he will be here Monday from 69 on the Real Talk Real People show. So give chat daddy, chit chat daddy a check. Check him out. See what he got going on. Join me on Monday at the Blues at the Quarry on Monday at 2423 East 75th Street. Come on over and join us out there. I'll be over there with the original Chicago Blues All-Stars. It's coming up Monday. Doors open, I think, about 5:30, 6 o'clock. The show starts about 7. So come on out. Have some fun, keep this great American music going, because America, I think we're going out of business, folks. I went somewhere, I was looking for something, I said, damn. When I go to the grocery stores now, I have a hard time finding some of the stuff I was raised up on coming out of the deep South, I don't know, they kind of fading it out, but I'm not fading. My taste buds are not fading out on it, We have on the live line with us, Mr. Chris Jasper, great producer, great singer, great writer of music, American music, great American music. That left here and went and it crossed the globe, so they can get it anywhere now. Mr. Chris Jasper is our guest here on the program. I want to thank him for that. Mr. Chris, talk to us, son. Talk to us. I'm a little older than you, I think.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm older than you. I think I can say son,
I'm enjoying the show.
Thank you.
But, I'm on the East Coast here, so it is getting a little late here. So
yeah, that's right.
I think I should maybe hand the show back over to you.
Yeah, well, that's I tell you what, I was born on Standard Time, and I have no use for no other time other than that. On the East Coast, West Coast, it's all right, but I don't want that either. But you can definitely have that East Coast time. I'm so glad that I got off the train here in Chicago, not on the East Coast, man. My daughter's
it gets later here faster.
Yeah, my daughter's in Detroit.
No, it's a great show, man. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, I really want to thank you. You want to say anything before you leave out of here? What song you want to hear? I think we got it over there.
Why don't we go out on some funk? Make your move.
Okay, make your move. Okay. Yeah, I think we got it over there. We sure you don't have it. We have to find it. Then I should have sent it over there.
Okay, well then if you got us a miracle, that'll work too.
Yeah, and I know because I was gonna take that birthday and send it out to my granddaughter. Yeah. You got us a miracle.
The birthday, yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to miss a thing.
Either one.
Okay, well, okay, you can do that too. Yeah, you can do that.
Want to miss a thing?
Yeah,
play it out.
Yeah, you can do that one. That he'll be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Chris, I want to thank you very much for joining us here. Thank you for giving us your time, sticking around at this early hour on the East Coast. Well, it is early, It's 2:30,
A little after 2, man.
Yeah, that's
it.
After 2. It is early, It ain't late morning. It's early morning.
That's right. It's very early.
Yeah, but I want to thank you very much, Chris, and got a lot of luck to you on your new CD. I enjoyed so much everything I've heard on it. And much praise to you, and keep up the great work, my man.
Well, thank you, and God bless, man.
All right, you take good care of yourself, and thank you again.
All right.
Bye
now.
We just heard Mr. Chris Jasper there on our program here. Still out doing it, folks. Still churning out great music, So you can check Chris out on the World Wide Web. You can find him at Gold City Records. And, you can, that's his label. You can find him on that. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on Twitter. Wherever, Gold City Music at goldcitymusic.com. His official website is chrisjasper.com. On Facebook is facebook.com/Chris H. Jasper. And on his fan page is at www.facebook.com/CHJ/Twitter. CHJ, I apologize about the Twitter. And on Twitter at Real Chris Jasper. And Gold City Music, as I said before, .com. So you can follow him, check him out, and download some of this great music or whatever and buy it or whatever they want to do with it. All right, as we continue to move through here on this Sunday morning. All right, you got Chris ready to roll? All right. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I actually saw I read it.
To you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Love. Happy birthday to you. And may you have so many more and have the life of your dreams. And may your heart be filled with joy, forever blessed. You'll always be. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Love. Happy birthday to you. Love. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you're sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. Stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment I spend with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes, don't wanna fall asleep at night, 'cause I miss you, babe. I don't wanna miss a thing, even when I dream of you. The sweetest dreams will never do, 'cause I miss you, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. No, 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 no. Don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna miss a thing, baby. No, 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 no. Lying close to you, I feel your heart beating. Wondering what you're dreaming. Is it me you're seeing? Then I kiss your eyes. Thank God that we're together. I just wanna stay in this moment forever. Spend my life with you forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep at night. 'Cause I miss you, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. Even when I dream of you, the sweetest dreams will never do. 'Cause I miss you, honey. I don't wanna miss a thing. No, 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 no. Don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna. Don't wanna miss one smile. Don't wanna miss one kiss. Just wanna be here with you. Right here, just like this. I just wanna hold you close. Feel your heart so close to mine. I just wanna stay in this moment for all the rest of time. I don't wanna close my eyes. No, no, no. Don't wanna sleep at night. 'Cause I miss you, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. Even when I dream of you. Dream of you. Sweetest dreams will never do. 'Cause I miss you, baby. No. I don't wanna miss a thing. Don't wanna close my eyes. No more. Don't wanna fall asleep at night. 'Cause I miss you, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. Even when I dream of you. Oh, the sweetest dreams will never do. 'Cause I miss you, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. No. No, 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 no. Don't wanna miss a thing. Can't sleep at night. I can't close my eyes. Don't wanna miss a thing. Stay right here, baby. Don't wanna miss a thing. No, 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 no. Don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna. Don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna. No, 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 no. Don't wanna miss a thing. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't wanna miss a thing. I don't
All right, I want to thank our guest, Mr. Chris Jasper. I don't want to miss a thing. And you also heard Happy Birthday, Love by Chris, all here on Classic Blues and R&B. I want to thank him very much for spending this late hour with us on the East Coast. It's late on the East Coast, folks. We still got a little time before the taverns close here. 2 o'clock. We may some of them have 3 o'clock lights and some have 5. So we still got some time here in the Midwest. We continue to ride on. I want to say hi to Miss Florence down in just thought about it. But I say hi to Miss Florence. You may think I'm thinking about the doggone hurricane. So maybe that's what she did. She came in like a hurricane, It messed everything up. How you doing, Miss Florence, down south here? Tennessee there. You just want to say hi to you. Then I thought about it, make a joke out of it. All right, we continue to roll here on Classic Blues and R&B. You're listening to. Here we go. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on that happy birthday. Now, I'm sending that out to my granddaughter, so I better say that so I can make sure she get that. I'm gonna do that. So therefore, she can't be mad with me about that, right? All right. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
This is Sam Cockrell from Chicago, and I'm hanging out with my good friend Sir Henry Cheatham, playing the blues, classic blues for you here at WVON 1690 on the AM dial.
Yet I wanna go to Gate Road, water's all over town. Yes, I want to go to Gate Road, water's all over town. The police on the corner, they don't want nobody hanging around. Girl I love, she got washed away. Girl I love, she got washed away. Well, since she been gone, I don't have no place to stay. You know I love my baby, I wonder where can she be? Yes, I love my baby, I wonder where can she be? You know the birds and the bees sang a little blues for me. No, I love my baby, and I wonder where can she be? Yes, I love my baby, and I wonder where can she be? You know, birds and the bees sang a little blues for me. K-Roll is a place I really do love. K-Roll, that's a place I sure do love. Everything around me seems so pleasant, even the moon and the stars above. love. K-Roll is the place I really do love. Everything around me seems so pleasant, even the moon and the stars above. Having a good time, yes I am. Having a good time, having a good time. Singing and playing all across the land. Traveling from city to city, up and down the road, yes I am. Traveling from city to city, up and down the road, living off this chitlin circuit, and my status grows and grows and grows. I call up my agent and say I'm in a jam. Bus just broke down, send some money fast. Getting late, we got a long way to go. Can't afford to miss a paying show. Having a good time, yes I am. Oh, having a good time, having a good time, yeah. Singing and playing all across the land. I got big dreams, one day of being a star. I got big dreams, one day of being a star. I'm gonna be rich and famous, playing my guitar. I called Western Union, they said the money came in. Within hours, we were back on the road again. We're on our way a minute miles ago. Flying down the highway, got my foot on the floor. Having a good time, yes I am. Oh, having a good time, having a good time. Singing and playing all across the land. Come on, come on. Traveling from city to city, up and down this road, yes I am. Traveling from city to city, up and down the road. Oh, I'm living off this chillin' circuit as my status grows and grows and grows. I called up my agent and said I'm in a jam. Yes, I am. Bus just broke down. Send some money fast. I need it bad, man. It's getting late. We got a long way to go. Can't afford to miss a paying show. Having a good time. Yes, I am. Having a good time. Having a good time. Singing and playing all across the land. Having a good time. Yes, I am. Having a good time. Having a good time. Sandman all across the land.
Hello, this is Charles Wright, and you are listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON Radio Chicago, 1690 on your dial. I'm Charles Wright, y'all.
I listen to all of my friends. They say they envy me, 'cause they're married and tied down. But I'm single, single and free. But they don't know what I go through. I'm always running around with someone new. I wanna wake up to someone who won't rush off and leave me. I just want someone to stay here with me. I'm tired of running around from club to club. I wanna find me someone that I can love. Yeah. Being alone. Man, on my own. I'm so tired of being alone. Got to find me a man to call my own. I'm looking for someone to walk me down that aisle and make me cry. Stand up in church and testify. I'm looking for a reason to rush home from work. Some shoulders to rub. Just tell me where it hurts. Just be good to me. I'll be good to you. I just want somebody who I can talk to. We can lay in bed late on Saturday, or we can watch TV. That would be okay. When I come home, there's no one to greet me. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being free. Yeah. Being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. I need to find me someone of my own. Yeah. I'm tired. Being alone. I don't wanna go from club to club no more, baby. I wanna find me a man of my own. So tired. I'm so tired of being alone. I gotta find a man of my own, yeah. I'm so tired of being alone. I can't do this no more, baby. I gotta find me a man of my own. I gotta find me a man of my own. Baby, I'm so tired of being alone. I need a man. I need a man of my own, my own, my own. I'm so tired of being alone. Lord, why don't you help me find somebody on my own? Yeah.
All right, then my girl Nellie Tiger Travis says she's sick and tired of being alone. But sister, just come on and join me. Me too. I can use a little help. I like women, so therefore, you know. Anyway, that was Nellie Tiger Travis. And before that, you heard Sam Cockrell and having a good time out there on the Chitlin circuit. He wanted to be a big shot, so he ain't made it yet, he says, You also heard John Primer and Bob Corritore, Cairo Blues. All here on Classic Blues and R&B. Of course, you heard our guest who was a guest on our show, Mr. Chris Jasper. Thank him again for being a guest on our program here. Saying that he's still busy doing work out there, doing what he's supposed to do. Great artist. All right, folks, Classic Blues want you to get social with us by going to Classic Blues and R&B. Go to Facebook.com/Classic Blues and R&B and like us. Also follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Henry CB 6175 or just Henry CB. Just had a couple of stragglers to burst into the studio. I mean, so, they're here, a couple of them. My man Juan over there, Herman, and of course Sam Cockrell. They all just barged into the studio. They got a show coming up by Sam Cockrell Review and the Brothers of Ghetto, celebrating birthdays for Seal, Tyrone, and Anthony. I don't know why my birthday is not on there. My man Herman is over there. My birthday is also October. Mine's the 5th of October. They got October the 7th. They're going to have a show at the B&R Bar out in Country Club Hills, 18601 South Cicero Avenue. That's out in Country Club Hills. Come on out and have a nice time. Program starts, I guess, at 8 o'clock. Showtime is 6 p.m., not 8. Bifocals sometimes get in the way. Anyway, showtime is 6 p.m. So come on out and enjoy yourself. It's a nice venue. They got pretty good food out there, too. The food is good. I've been there before. And I guess they're going to let me do some MCing that day. So are you guys going to let me MC?
No, depends when you have to. My birthday
put the microphone up, brother.
My birthday ain't on there either. My birthday is this Monday.
I can't hear you. Make sure the mic, you're talking to the mic.
1, 2, check.
Your birthday is when?
My birthday is this Monday. We're going to be celebrating down at Mumford Point, but I think you already knew that.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be at Mumford. I told him about Mumford on Friday.
Yeah.
So that'll be your birthday celebration.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
To all the Virgos out there.
Oh, boy, hell ain't no Virgo. I am a Libra. Great Libra. Real balanced guy, What you guys doing out this time of night? What's that, Juan? You can put a headset on if you got one, Juan. I don't know if you got a headset or not. Oh, yeah. If you got a headset, put it on. If you want to chit-chat a minute, you can do that, too.
We did a number of things today. We got together. We did some rehearsing for the Mumford show, some vocal stuff. And we spent a lot of time eating some good food, playing some spades and crazy eights. And, just talk, shooting the breeze. And we knew we had to come here and see you.
I didn't know that you were coming by.
I told you I was. I said I'm going to drop the tickets off.
I mean, you're worried.
I know, yeah. You're thinking about yourself when you say stuff like that. But that's okay, though. I still like you, man. That's the blues, man, y'all.
That's right. That's right. The greatest show on the radio.
Absolutely, man.
Anywhere,
Absolutely. Please subscribe to his page.
That's right. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks.
So you had Chris Jasper on the show today.
Chris Jasper, yeah.
The great Chris Jasper from Nazi Brother fame and his own business. Oh, yeah. How'd that come about?
Well, just like you do it, just like I get you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, how'd you meet him?
I just reached out to him, and he reached out to me. I think he reached out to me or something. Anyway, we met and
that's awesome.
Been talking on Facebook.
That's awesome. I would love to have had a conversation with him. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Juan, say something, Juan. Let's see if you can talk. ¿Cómo está?
Hey, muy bien, muy bien.
¿Qué es esto?
Ahí vamos.
Yeah. Hey, come on, talk to me there. What,
Can you hear me?
I don't know if I can or not. You say something. Let me see if I can hear you.
Oh, okay. God bless you, man. I just want to say, hey.
I don't know if I hear you or not. Try that one right there. I'm not sure if I hear you or not.
Oh, man.
Sorry, brother.
Hey, Jerry, do you hear him? No, you didn't. Okay, talk.
Hey, brother. Can you hear me?
I don't know if I do or not.
I don't hear you.
I heard him on that one.
Yeah, okay, go back to that one. And he said he heard you on that one.
Put your headset on. Maybe that might help.
But he didn't have a headset that was working, man.
Okay,
so
right.
therefore,
That's all right. We know what you're saying. We know.
So how you doing, bro Herman?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Good. So you're on the show coming up on Friday or Saturday, on the 8th?
We got the show coming up on Friday, man. It's going to be a blast. You know, we want everybody to come on out and enjoy themselves. Here's some good R&B, and let's take it to the bridge.
Old school soul.
Yeah,
old school soul. That's right.
Like I said, over at Montfort, we need all of the support we can get. And y'all know I'm a member of that.
Absolutely.
So therefore, y'all come on out and support us.
Absolutely.
We need you. We need your support. So what has been happening? Juan, it's your first time coming here, right?
Yeah.
Be on this great show, man. It's the greatest show you can find anywhere.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna get back to some more music here. We got Tyrone and those guys lined up next, right? Tyrone and things, right? Okay. All right. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
I see you every day when you walk by this way. You go into that house next door, stay an hour or so. I don't know who you're going to see, but I wish it was me, love, who was sharing some of your time. Oh, love, who could call you mine, oh mine.